the church is one, holy, Catholic, and apostolic. And what does that apostolic part mean? On the one hand, we could think, well, it means to be missionaries. It means to go forth, because that's what the word apostolic, if you look at the Greek roots, tends to point to. But ultimately, what the word apostolic means is that the church is led by the apostles and their successors. And so that would be the bishops, who are the successors of the apostles, and then those who assist the bishop in their mission, the priests. And so the role of the bishops, the role of the priests, are to teach the church, to govern it, and to sanctify it. And so what does it mean to teach? Well, it means that our faith is not something that's made up. Our faith is something that is given to us by our Lord Jesus. It's a word from beyond. It's a word we don't change, but a word we stay faithful to. And so it's the role of the bishops and the priests to teach that word through the ages. And that guarantees that the saving words of Jesus will make it to the end of time. And then there's the aspect of governing. Well, and that's kind of logical. Any large group, any organization of people, it has to have some measure of governance. There's the old saying, where two or more are in charge, nobody's in charge. And so with the church, which currently is a group of over 1 billion people, and if you include everybody through all the ages, probably multiple billions of people have been members of the church. And so that body needs to be governed, and that is done by the bishops and by the priests. Then the last aspect of this role of sort of leading the church is the role of sanctifying. And so to be sanctified means to be made fit for worship. And so what the priest's job is not just to teach the people the message of Christ and to govern them, to keep them united and moving all in the same direction, but also then to make them holy, make them fit for worship. Heaven is the ultimate worship. Heaven is eternal worship of God. And so it's the role of the priest to make us all ready for heaven. And then that sanctifying takes place especially through the sacraments. It takes place through the washing away of sins in baptism. It takes place through the continual washing away of sins and continual conversion, which is in reconciliation. It takes place especially in the Eucharist, which is our foretaste of heaven. So that's what it means for the church to be apostolic. It means that there is a group of individuals who have been given the authority of Christ to be able to teach, to govern, and to sanctify the family of God, which is the church.